Hello students, today we are going to read chapter 5th, Footprints Without Feet. In your Footprints Without Feet, it is also the title of your book, and this is the title of this chapter also. So before I beginning, as I always do, so let me give you a small introduction to this chapter. This is very interesting chapter about a scientist whose name is Griffin. So in this story, Griffin discovers some rare medicines, some rare drugs, and he swallows those drugs. And because he swallows those drugs, his body becomes transparent. So after his body becomes transparent, what does he do? So let us read and find out whether it was beneficial for him or it was harmful for him. How does he use his power for his own in this story? So let us read and come to know. Can a man become invisible? This is the story of a scientist who discovers how to make himself invisible. Does he use or misuse his discovery? So let us go through the chapter and come to know about he misuses or uses his discovery, as I have introduced that the story is about a scientist named Griffin. He discovers the rare chemicals which can make a man invisible, but at the same time the man can be touched and felt physically. So now let's read and find out how he uses or misuses his powers for his own. Read and find out, how did the invisible man first become visible? Why was he wandering the streets? Okay, answers to these questions we will try to find out while reading. The two boys started in surprise at the fresh muddy imprints of a pair of bare feet. So when the story begins with the introduction of two boys who starts following in surprise at the fresh muddy imprints of a pair of bare feet. So here two boys, they started following in surprise at the fresh muddy imprints. Imprints means imprints or stamp, a mark or outline on the surface. Imprints means impress or stamp or a mark or outline a surface. So the two boys in the story, they started following in surprise at the fresh muddy imprints, at the fresh muddy marks of a pair of bare feet. Bare means not clothed or not covered. Okay, so they were following the imprints of bare feet. What was a barefooted man doing on the steps of a house in the middle of London? So what was a barefooted man? What was a man without wearing anything in his foot? What was he doing on the steps of a house in the middle of London? It was the question. And where was the man? So they could not see the man as he was invisible. As they gazed, a remarkable sight met their eyes. As they were gazing, as they were staring, they saw a remarkable scene, a remarkable sight. A fresh footmark appeared nowhere. So they suddenly saw a fresh footmark appeared from no anywhere. So there was no one. Even then they saw fresh footprints, fresh footmarks appeared, and from where those imprints were coming, no one knows, because the man could not be seen. Further, footprints followed one after another, descending the steps and progressing down the streets. So further, the footprints, started continuing coming out. So further, the footprints followed one after another. So it continued coming out, descending the steps and progressing down the street. The footmarks, they were descending the steps and they were moving down the street. The boys followed fascinated until the muddy impression became fainter and fainter. So the boys followed fascinated. Fascinated means strongly attracted and interested. So those boys were strongly attracted. So that is why they were following those imprints. Okay, and they continued following the imprints when the muddy imprints, when they became fainter. Fainter means not clear. Okay, when they became fainter, and at last disappeared altogether. And at last those imprints, those footmarks, they disappeared altogether. The explanation of the mystery was really simple enough. So explanation of this mystery was really very simple. So what was simple in it? The bewildered boys had been following a scientist who had just discovered how to make the human body transparent. So those boys were following a scientist who had just, the bewildered means perplexed and confused, very puzzled. So those very puzzled boys were following a scientist who had just discovered how to make the human body transparent. So it was not mystery. So those boys were following a scientist whose name was Griffin, who had just discovered the medicine, which make human body transparent. Griffin, the scientist, had carried out experiments after experiment to prove that the human body become invisible. So Griffin, the scientist, he had carried out many experiments to prove that the human body could become invisible. Finally, he swallowed certain rare drugs and his body became as transparent as a sheet of glass. So finally Griffin swallowed certain rare drugs and his body became invisible. His body became as transparent as a sheet of glass, though it also remained as solid as glass. So his body was invisible and now it was as solid as glass. Brilliant scientist though he was, Griffin was rather a lawless person. So Griffin was a brilliant scientist, but he was also along with brilliant scientist, he was lawless person also, the person who does not follow the law. Okay, So Griffin was a brilliant as well as lawless person. His landlord disliked him and tried to eject him. His landlord disliked him and tried to, compelling him to leave the place, that is, eject him. So his landlord compelling him to leave the place. In revenge, Griffin set fire to the house. So in order to take revenge, Griffin set fire to the house of his landlord. To get away without being seen, he had to remove his clothes. So now, to get away without being seen, in order to become invisible, he had to remove his clothes. Thus it was that he became a homeless wanderer, without clothes, without money, and quite invisible. So at that point, Griffin became a homeless wanderer, without clothes, without money, and quite invisible, until he happened to step in some mud and left footprints as he walked. So what he was doing, he had become invisible. So while he was walking in the mud, he was making here footprints. He was leaving footprints as he was walking. So what we have read in the story so far? So this story is about a scientist whose name is Griffin. Griffin discovers some rare chemicals and swallows those chemicals, and his body becomes transparent. So the two boys suddenly noticed a few muddy imprints of bare feet. They started wondering that what was a barefooted man doing on the steps of a house in the middle of London. They also started thinking that where was the man, as he was nowhere to be seen. Suddenly they saw another footmark. The man was not visible. He was still not visible. They started following the footprints. They followed them until the footprints became invisible. They had been following a scientist who had discovered how to make the human body transparent or invisible. It was Griffin, the scientist who had been working for a long time to see how to make the human body invisible. Suddenly, one day, he consumed certain drugs which made his body invisible. Though it could be felt, Griffin was a lawless person, as he had once burned down the house of his landlord, who was trying to throw him out of the house, and then, as he wanted to be invisible, he had to remove his clothes and then roam around without clothes and without money. His presence was felt after he stepped in some mud, as his footprints could be seen as he walked. Okay. He escaped easily enough from the boys who followed his footprints. He escaped easily from the boys, easily enough from the boys who followed his footprints in London, but adventures were by no means over. But Griffin escaped easily from the boys who were following his footprints in London, But his adventures were by no means over. But his adventure did not end here. His adventures had not ended here. He had chosen a bad time of the year to wander about London without clothes. So Griffin had chosen a bad time of the year to wander about London without clothes. It was midwinter. It was the time of midwinter. The air was bitterly cold and he could not do without clothes. And it was the time of winter and the air was extremely cold and he could not live without the clothes. It was impossible for him to live without clothes. And if he puts on clothes, then he could be seen. He was visible. Only he can be invisible only if he removes his clothes. Okay. Instead of walking about the streets, he decided to slip into a big London store for warmth. So because it was too cold, it was bitterly cold. So instead of walking about the streets, he decided to slip into a big London store for warmth. Closing time arrived, and as soon as the doors were shut, Griffin was able to give himself the pleasure of clothing and feeding himself without regard to expense. So closing time arrived. It was the closing time now. As soon as the doors shut, because it was closing time, so as soon as the doors were shut, Griffin was able to give himself the pleasure of clothing. So Griffin puts on the clothes and feeding himself. Now there was no one in the shop, there was no one in the store, so he could wear the clothes, he could feed himself without regard to expense, without to think of something. Okay. He broke open boxes and wrappers and fitted himself out with warm clothes. So Griffin broke out boxes and wrappers and he fitted himself out with warm clothes. He puts on warm clothes. Soon, with shoes and overcoat and a wide brimmed hat, he became a fully dressed and visible person. As there was no one in the shop, so he puts on all the clothes. He broke open boxes and wrappers and fitted him and put on warm clothes. So soon he puts on shoes, overcoat, and wide brimmed hat. A type of hat. The bottom of wide brimmed means the bottom part of the hat is wide. So that is wide brimmed hat. He became a fully dressed and visible person. Now in the store, he became fully visible person. Because there was no one in the shop, so he decided to become a visible person. He puts on all the clothes, shoes, okay, etc. In the kitchen of restaurant, he found cold meat and coffee. So in the kitchen of restaurant, he found cold meat and coffee, and he followed up the meal with sweets and wine taken from the grocery store. So he got cold meat and coffee, and he also got meal, sweets, wine taken from the grocery store. So he ate meal, he also took coffee and sweets and wine. Finally, he settled down to sleep on a pile of quilts. So after having food, he decided to sleep. So finally he slept on a pile of quilts. Okay. If only Griffin had managed to wake up in good time, all might have been well. If Griffin would have managed to wake up early in the morning in the proper time, then it would have been well. But what happened? As it was, he did not wake up until the assistants were already arrived next morning. So, but Griffin did not manage to wake up early in the morning. Okay, and the assistants of the shop, they arrived already next morning. When they saw a couple of them, when he saw a couple of them, and when he saw the two assistants approaching, he panicked and began to run. So Griffin panicked and he began to run. They naturally gave chase. So it was natural, as they found Griffin inside their store. So it was natural for them. They started chasing him. In the end, he was able to escape only by quickly taking off his newly found clothes. So how did he escape? So he was able to escape only by taking off his newly found clothes. So once he took off the clothes, he became invisible once again. So once more he found himself invisible, but naked in the chill January air. So it was a midwinter, so it was a chill January air was blowing. So it was very hard for him to live without clothes. This time he decided to try the stock of a theatrical company, in the hope of finding not only clothes but also something that would hide the empty space above his shoulders. So this time he decided to try a stock of a theatrical company, a drama company, in the hope of finding not only clothes but also something that would hide the empty space above the shoulders. So this time he was hoping to get something extra apart from clothes. He was hoping to get something which can cover the upper part of his shoulders. Shivering with cold, he hurried to Drury Lane, the center of a theatre world. So shivering with cold, as it was bitterly cold, it was mid-January. So shivering with cold, he hurried to Drury Lane. So he walked faster towards Drury Lane. It was the center of theatre world. He soon found a suitable shop. He made his way invisible upstairs and came out a little later, wearing bandages round his forehead, dark glasses, false nose. So he soon found a suitable shop, and it was the world of it was theatre world. So he found suitable shop for him. He made his way invisible upstairs and make out a little later, wearing bandages round his forehead. So he put on some bandages, okay, round his forehead, dark glasses, false nose, so that the upper part of his shoulder could be seen. It was bushy side whiskers and a large hat. Okay, he was wearing all these things. To escape without being seen, he callously Callously means unfeelingly. Okay. Callously attacked by the shopkeeper from behind, after which he robbed of all the money he could find. So, without being seen, he unfeelingly attacked by the shopkeeper from behind. So, after which he robbed the shopkeeper his all money which he could find. So, thus he became fully visible now. Okay, and he robbed the all the money of shopkeeper. So now before going through next paragraph, let us discuss answer to the questions which were asked in the beginning of the story. Okay, so what were the questions in the beginning of the story? How did the invisible man first become visible? Okay, so as we have read in the story, the invisible man first became visible when he accidentally stepped into some mud, and the footprints started becoming visible to two boys who followed him until the footprints fainted and became invisible once again. He got rid of them and spent a night at a large London store where he wore some clothes and slept on a pile of quilts. The next morning, when he was still sleeping, the store assistants started coming in and saw him, which was actually the first time he was seen. Second question, why was he wandering the streets? So Griffin had burned down the house of his landlord, who had tried to throw him out, tried to eject him, okay, out of house. He was a lawless person, and to save himself from being caught, he removed all his clothes so that he could not be seen, and thus became a homeless wanderer. He did not have any money or clothing left with him. So now let us begin the next paragraph. So before going through next paragraph, let us go through these three questions. Read and find out. 2. Why does Mrs. Hall find the scientist eccentric? What curious episode occurs in the study? What does extraordinary things happen at the inn? So answers to these three questions we will try to find out when we will read the next paragraphs. Eager to get away from crowded London, he took the train to the village of Iping, where he booked 2 rooms at the local inn. So he was eager to get away from crowded London. So that is why he took a train to the village of Iping, okay, where he booked 2 rooms at a local inn. Inn means, student, pub, typically one in the country, in some cases providing accommodation. That is called, in Hindi, dharmshala also, okay, where the people can live there, can stay there, okay. So he booked local inn in the village of Iping. Okay. The arrival of a stranger at an inn in winter was in any case an unusual event. So the arrival of a stranger at an inn in winter, it was an unusual event for the people who live there. for the people of Iping, a stranger of such uncommon appearance, and most of all, he was such stranger who had uncommon appearance. Set all tongue wagging. Set all tongue wagging means all the people started talking about him, about the scientists. Mrs. Hall, the landlord's wife. So Mrs. Hall, the landlord's wife, made every effort to be friendly. She made every effort to be friendly with the scientist Griffin, but Griffin had no desire to talk and told her, "My reason for coming to Iping is a desire." And Griffin, the landlord's wife, Mrs. Hall, she tried her best to be friend of Griffin, but Griffin had no desire to talk and told her that his reason for coming to Iping is a desire for solitude. Solitude means the state or situation of being alone, as he wanted to be alone, so that is why he had come to Iping. So I do not wish to be disturbed in my work. So further he told Mrs. Hall that he did not want to be disturbed. Besides, an accident has affected my face. So further he adds that an accident affected his face, so that is why he was covering his face with the bandages. Okay. Satisfied that her guest was an eccentric scientist, and in the view of that he had paid her in advance, Mrs. Hall was prepared to excuse his strange habits and irritable temper. So as Mrs. Hall, it can be seen that she was a greedy lady. So satisfied that her guest was an eccentric scientist, so she believed that her guest was a uncommon, unconventional and slight strange person. Eccentric means unconventional and slight strange person, which is called Sanki in Hindi. So she accepted her guest Griffin as an eccentric scientist, Sanki. Okay. And in view of the fact that he had paid her in advance, Mrs. Hall was prepared to excuse his strange habits, and as he had paid Mrs. Hall in advance, so that is why he was ready to accept his habits and irritable temper. But the stolen money did not last long, and presently Griffin had to admit that he had no more ready cash. But the money which Griffin had stolen from the store, it did not last long, and he had to admit that he did not have any cash. He pretended, however, that he was expecting a check to arrive at any moment. So even though, however, he expected that he was going to receive a check any moment. Shortly afterwards, a curious episode occurred. Very early in the morning, a clergyman and his wife were awakened by noises in the study. So shortly afterwards, a curious episode occurred. A curious incident took place. Very early in the morning, a clergyman means a male priest, okay, a male priest or minister or religious leader, especially in Christian one, okay, a Christian priest, okay. So clergyman and his wife, they were awakened by the noises in the study room. Creeping downwards, they heard the chink of money being taken from the clergyman's desk. So when they went downstairs, they heard, the chink of money. Chink means, a sound, khankhanana, that is, okay, a sound, chink of money being taken from the clergyman's desk. So some money were taken from clergyman's desk. Without making any noise and with a poker grasped firmly in his hand, so without making any noise and by catching a poker means, a metal rod with a handle used for, prodding and steering an open fire. So that is a metal rod with a handle. So he was grasping, catching firmly in hand a metal rod, and without making noise he flung open the door. He suddenly opened the door and said, "Surrender." Okay, so in today's video, so it's all about today's video. So in next class, so I will explain the remaining part of the chapter. Okay, till here you have to revise once again. Thank you for watching.